Hey guys, so it's been a little bit of time since I have uploaded my last video, my little intro. So I'm going to combine actually the two topics this week because I was actually sick and in and out of the hospital. So first off, my coming out story. My coming out story is actually pretty great. It's something I always knew, but only recently, about the past year and a half, did I really embrace it. Whether my family has been really great with it, and it's been something that they've accepted. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't have that same kind of acceptance that my family did. And it's something I'm really, really thankful for. And I think why I wanted to combine the two topics this week is because my coming out story was very similar to my first love. Um, Without her, I wouldn't have been able to make the transition the way that I did. I've only ever been in love once. Kind of guard my heart really, really, really hard. And she was my first girlfriend. Still to this day we talk. She great friend. Have been there through and helped me through so much, but really means so much to me. And without her, I would never be where I am today. Although it wasn't a really long-lasting relationship, it was still something that I valued. In terms of my coming out, funny story was with my coming out story, I ended up calling my dad on my birthday. My birthday was last year. Told him I had something really, really important to tell him, and little did he know. I think he was a little shocked. I was getting really emotional, not knowing how he was going to react. My dad lives in a different province than I do, and I didn't know because I had initially had adverse reactions from all members of my family. Some were not surprised, like my younger sister, and my mom was a little hesitant at the beginning because of my career choice of being a teacher. She thought, oh, well, I don't want your life to be harder, was one thing that she always told me. And then, which I understood, no parent ever wants their child's life to be harder, and that's something that I always appreciated from her. She was my absolute rock. I always understood the perspective coming from my mom, and even though it took a while for my mom to warm up to it, it really, like, she's been huge supporter of me, and in terms of helping me through my struggles and dealing with kind of narrow-minded people, which happens all the time. Anyway, about my dad. So when I had told my dad, I told him I had really big news for him. I didn't know how he was going to react, and I was hoping that he would be supportive. Well, he thought I was pregnant. Little did he know that I was just telling him that I was gay. And his initial reaction still warms my heart to this day. He just told me, he laughed at me. He's like, you seriously worked me up all of this time and made me think that you're pregnant. Like, sorry. But no, he shrugged it off and told me whatever makes me happy makes him happy. And that's been the same reaction that my whole family has had. They have been more than accepting. They have been incredible. And it's also how my ex-girlfriend, my very first girlfriend, really helped me out. The only person I've ever been in love with has helped my family too. She helped them see how not it wasn't normal for them to see me with women, but she helped them to see it as being normal. And she was there to help me through this transition time and help my family out in terms of understanding it as well. So without my family and without her, I would not be where I am. I know a lot of people have really bad breakup stories, and sometimes us lesbians are kind of crazy. um, but no, she's pretty awesome, and I'm so thankful that I had her in my life. I'm so thankful I have all my family in my life, and I'm thankful for the women that I have also had in my life. Maybe because they've taught me a lot about myself through this time in terms of what I'm looking for, and um, they have all brought wonderful, wonderful memories for me. So thank you. Um, and I know everyone else is, a lot of people don't have easy coming out stories, but for me, my coming out story was pretty fantastic. I went from a time where I was in a really dark place, really, was really upset all the time. A lot of times, I never ever felt like myself, and I always felt like I was hiding. And the minute I felt like I was ready to come out, I've been 100 times better. Um, Smile that everyone sees on my face is so genuine now, and yes, I may be single, but I'm still so grateful and thankful for the life that I have right now. So, thanks, and until next week.